Fuck yeah. I got a cobra you can kiss. Earl Skakel in the house. We got some Canadians here. What up, John? Colin is, who knows? Who knows where he is? Are you ready to rock in the house? Welcome aboard the Earl world. Hello. We got a lot of Canadians in the house today. Always a pleasure to have my people from up north in the house. I love you all, and been a good few days in the chat. Had some bad eggs, but that's part of the internet. Part of the internet. Good day, Shandy girl. I don't think it has arrived yet, but I have not checked the mail today, so it might have arrived. It might be outside my home. Yeah, I'm going to try and figure that out today so it could face the right way. But if you know anything about me, HOF, you know that I am horrifically untalented in the technical ability. But Kip Smith, one of my lead moderators, has sent me a text with how to flip it. So hopefully it will be fixed sooner than later. And there you go. I mean, Leslie Jones, we were homies until we weren't. So, what can I do? Yeah, I'll take care of Eric, no doubt about it. But I appreciate the feedback. I don't get offended when people say something about your stream is off. Obviously I do this for you guys. And I also do it to crack the algorithm. Last night's, the baby is up. Lois, the baby, is up. So, yeah, take your time, John. We'll be here. We're going to do about an hour stream right now. And then I've got to start my day. That's one of the great things about stand-up comedy and voiceover acting. You can start your day at 2 p.m. As you lose nothing in the business. So welcome aboard. Hot off the heels of a great stream late night last night. And let's continue the momentum. Happy hump day. Of course, Lois hasn't barked all morning. The second I start the stream, she starts barking. So, but Lois is doing good. I just got her back a few days ago. Yeah, Eric, I'll take care of it. God willing, as long as the Comedy Store still books me. You never know when your last spot at the Comedy Store is going to be. So, I don't care what Eric does. I don't care what any of you do. You're all welcome to see Earl Skakel live in the dark. I mean, well, the thing with AI is you lose the humor. Like, you could set a AI voice generator to read lines from, say, my cartoon, The Jellies, and, but it's not going to have the humor. So I don't think AI will replace voiceover actors completely, but it probably will take some jobs away from us. Yes, Lois is a canine. No, I don't think so. I mean, listen, we're all replaceable. I mean, the Comedy Store still is sold out many a night, even with all those guys and girls leaving to follow Rogan to Austin. You know, Saturday nights are still popping. You know, so I thought that, you know, especially recovering from a pandemic, I thought the previous booker, Emily, did an amazing job, and the new booker, Rose, is doing a good job. You know, it's tough. You know, being a comedy club booker at the #1 club in the country, it ain't easy. You are literally telling probably 200 comics a week who are funny, I got no space for you here. So it's not an easy job. So you just have to, you know, deal with it. You know, I mean, I remember when I used to host Potluck, which is the open mic at the Comedy Store. I mean, you've got headlining comics who can't get on Potluck. And that's the open mic 3-minute set thing on Sunday and Monday nights. And I used to have people calling me days in advance because I think they announced it the week before. Hey, Earl Skakel's hosting Monday night. And I used to get working TV comics. Hey, can you put me up? So you can imagine what the booker of the Comedy Store gets for paid spots, the emails and text messages and all that shit. So, and that's just for the funny comics. In addition to the unfunny comics who are completely delusional. I mean, I know one comic in particular who thinks they should be passed at the Comedy Store, and I've never seen them do well, not once, and I've known them for 10 years. So, I mean, I think bad comics will use AI for joke writing. So, no, I don't think so. I mean, you know, I'm the furthest thing from a failed comic. So I do it because I like talking to, you know, strangers and trying to cultivate an online fan base. What up, Lala? Are there failed actors in comics on YouTube? Sure. But there's also successful comics and actors on YouTube. So, but I don't know what your definition of a successful comic or a failed comic is. So, I mean, there's successful and failed musicians on YouTube. There's, you know, there's a lot of success and failure on YouTube. I don't know anything about that, Robbie. So I don't think anything about it because I don't know anything about it. So welcome to the Earlverse afternoon edition. Now, last night we had some very good numbers late night. So, you know, I might start streaming a little bit. Well, that's your definition. You know. And what's making a living? Is paying your bills making a living? Or is living in a nicer neighborhood than most people making a living? I make a living doing just on voiceovers alone. Here is a stack of my newest residual checks. So as you can see, probably about 20, I mean, I can't, they're stuck together, but a stack of residual checks right here. And I'm not even on a show right now. But, from the last 5 years, I've been on 5 TV shows. So I get paid still for some of them. Lois is doing good. Thank you. Um, I miss your late nights. Yeah, I mean, last night's late night stream was awesome. We had like 100 people in here, which is a lot for me. And it was just very good numbers overall. And, so I might skew to do more late night streams. So, I mean, Sean Astin's a working actor, and he was a struggling actor before he made it, like obviously most actors, if not all, are. So he gets the system because he's experienced it from both ends. So I like Sean Astin. Just like I liked it with Gabriela Carteris from Beverly Hills 90210 when she was the president. I liked it when Ken Howard was the president. I don't know. I mean, I'm a Steeler fan, so once the Steelers are out, I don't. Some are 17 cents. Some are for a few $100s. Obviously, I get paid the most for the cartoon because I was the lead actor in it. And then, on something like I'm Dying Up Here, I was a recurring character, so I don't make much from that. But, and with Roast Battle, which is probably my most known TV credit, I don't make anything. Because the scam with Roast Battle was it was a competition. So I don't get paid at all, which is why I never really promote where to watch Roast Battle. It's on like 3 networks right now. And I don't make a nickel. So I'm good. So it's probably about $1,000 worth of checks. There's probably 20 checks in there. So that's not that much when you say 20 checks. All you're getting is $1,000, but that's Hollywood. You got to make the money, honey. So that's why I can do a stream and not worry about making money on it. Do I wish I made more money streaming? Yes, but it's not a concern of mine. Yeah, I am doing what I love. I love doing stand-up. And especially, at the Comedy Store, like Saturday night. I'm on stage for about 30 to 40 minutes this Saturday night, making $400 to $500, depending on the size of the crowd. So it doesn't suck. That's, I mean, I have a very small fan base, to be completely honest, but, it's growing. I mean, like I said, in a year, I've doubled my YouTube channel. I wish I've tripled it, but, well, I mean, $1,000 in California doesn't buy you anything, but it's certainly better than no money at all. I mean, I know not working actors, but I know actors who were, say, on a TV show 15 years ago. They haven't worked since. So, it's a brutal business. I mean, look at, it is hard to make people laugh because they don't know you. I walk out on the Comedy Store in a couple days on a Saturday night. I probably don't know one person in that audience. And they've, spent a lot of money to be there. And, so there's an expectation from that crowd. All right, I've paid $25 to park, 2-drink minimum. I'm on a date, so anywhere from 4 to 6 drinks, maybe even 8. I paid a little extra to sit in the front row, a dinner. They've spent hundreds of dollars, so they don't care if they don't know who you are. If they do know who you are, they want you to make them laugh, monkey man. So, there is pressure. But, Yeah, I mean, look at I mean that guy, the Shermanator. That guy, the red hair guy. He was a working child and early teens. He was in demand. He was like the go-to red-headed nerd. When's the last time you've seen him in anything? Yeah, I mean the Comedy Store checks don't suck. The Comedy Store pays very well. I mean, I probably make more money from the Comedy Store doing 6 to 8 shows there a month than most feature acts on the road make. Um, but I mean, you know what I'm saying about the Shermanator. I'm not dogging on him because he made more money than most people in the business. But look at since Miami Vice is a favorite show of mine. Um, the guy Michael Talbot who played Switek. The surveillance guy. He was in every episode of Miami Vice. He was also in a lot of movies. He was in Carrie. He was in Big Wednesday. Um, I think Any Which Way But Loose or Every Which Way You Can. One of those. He was the cop in that. He was in Used Cars. The guy literally had to move back to, I think he's from Idaho or Iowa, one of the two, because he couldn't get work anymore. Now, that guy was a working actor for like 20 years, and then bam, nothing. So, what up, Angry Chair? Good to see you back in the fold. Yes, we've got a contingent from Canada. Thank you very much. Welcome aboard, Canadians. Los Angeles Kings with a big win last night over the New York Rangers, 4-3. I mean, I don't do a lot of political jokes. What up? What up? Kasha vibes. I will be there Saturday night at the Comedy Store. Thank you very much. Um, so I'm good, Wilco. I'm very good. So, you know, political jokes can, depending on where you're at, like if you go to Orange County, it's a very heavily Republican area. You can't really do anti-Trump jokes there. Just they're not going to play. But like in Hollywood, West Hollywood, which is where the Comedy Store is, you can do anti-Trump jokes because it's kind of a liberal part of town. And yes, I did um, show you guys my Comedy Store checks. They're not bad. I mean, in the main room, if there's 300 to 400 people in it, which there is on a Saturday night, you split the door with the other comics. Now, it depends if they split the show in half. Sometimes there's an early and a late show. Sometimes it's just one long show. So, 300 to 400 people in a room paying anywhere from 30 to $100 a ticket, that's a nice paycheck. So, what up, No Gusto? I've been to the Beverly Hills Hotel several times. So, EA Sports, it's in the game. Well, you get it for free. You get it for free, baby. Yes, we got a lot of Canadians in the house. Kasha Vibes, you can leave this stream right now and check out on my YouTube page about 1,400 or so stand-up clips. I believe I'm probably one of the most, I probably out of all the comics on YouTube have the most clips. I put up clips 3 to 7 days a week. And, or you can not leave the stream and check them out when the stream is over. That's what I meant. I didn't mean I want you to leave the stream. And then, you can choose to think I'm funny or not funny. So what up, Jenna? Bonjour. We got a lot of Canadians in the house. I love it. I love my glasses, so you better go to someone else's stream and troll. Yes, the Earl Skakel army is in the house. That is so funny, Eric. I have a family member who lives in Whitley Heights. So I think your son lives on the same street as my family member. Earl, I think you broke the algorithm in Canada. Thank you very much, Fornicate. Hey, listen, I love playing, doing comedy in Canada. Oh shit, we got Nasty Neil, the Nasty Man, in the house. Everyone support my good friend Nasty Neil. I'm in Detroit, so Canada is our neighbors. Good folks, just Canada's an awesome place. I love doing stand up there. Um, because I can do the hockey jokes, and when I do, I kill it in Canada on morning radio because they're not. I have like a Rain Man autistic like knowledge of hockey, so they really love that. Um, as do I. Did I miss a super chat? I don't think I did. I don't think I did. I think I got your super chat, Fornicate. Yes, I did. Earl, I think you broke the algorithm in Canada, and I gave you the green ray gun, baby. Thank you very much. Hit the like and subscribe button. Um, if you think Rick Glassman's super funny. I mean, listen, it's not for me what he does, but if you think he's super funny, support him. Um, the ray gun is a little gift I give the people who super chat me. No gusto. I mean, that's easy, cool baby, because I was a celebrity endorser for his clothing gear, KO Gear, the great Christoph Oliwa. But I don't believe he's the only Polish player. No, I don't write, I perform. So I don't like writing, making other people funny. I'll keep my jokes for myself. And because I have a very weird way of thinking what's funny in my brain, and it's just too hard for me to translate that to someone else's brain. Nope, I write all my own shit. Now I do. I mean, Louis C.K.'s all right. I mean, I met him once or twice. He's kind of a dick, to be honest with you, but he's a very good comic for sure. Well, I only knew that Koo Baby because I knew him. So, but I don't believe he was the only Polish-born player. I think there's one or two. I want to say Mariusz Czekarski, but he might have been Czech. Um, I'm too tired, fornicate, to do that at the moment. But I would say the Red Sox, the White Sox, the Kraken, um, the Lightning, Tampa Bay Lightning. That's four. That's good enough. Yeah, I mean, I don't hold it against them. Oh, thank you, Frodizzle, for helping me out. I named four, you named the other four. Yes, good call on the Mammoth. Um, well, I mean, I don't think you should be a dick to anyone, but he's aloof, But I'm sure if you were to ask Kevin Brennan, who used to open for him, he might say, "Yeah, he's a great guy. We got along," but they know each other, so I get it. He's a pretty big star, so I'm sure at some point he wants privacy and just leave me alone. I'm not on the clock right now. There's a lot of comics and celebrities who are like that. I'm on the clock when I'm on stage, when you've paid me to be on stage. But right now, I'm not on stage. So, you know. John Doe, we don't do all caps in here, baby doll. And Fro Dizzle. So just lowercase. Lowercase. And please don't be calling anyone moron. Yeah, I definitely don't do Trump impressions. Well, bonjour. We got another Canadian in the house. We got a large contingent from Montreal. A favorite female comedian, Sarah Tiana. Absolutely, my favorite female comic. I don't really have a lot of favorite female. I love Laura Peak. She's great. I'm trying to think who else. Kelly Ryan's very funny. There's a lot of funny female comics. Yes, Steph Tolov is great. And you forgot Heat. That's a great Burt Reynolds movie. Thank you very much. Steph Tolov started out doing open mics, and then she got an open Earl. Hello! Do you think Jamie Foxx could have made millions if he made a sitcom called Black Trump? Probably not. Yeah, but you got to be cool in my stream, because then they call you names, and then it disintegrates, and it's just a clusterfuck, and then I don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, I don't even look at the trolls in here. I pay them no mind. I've got a new policy with trolls. It's Kevin Brennan policy. You want to troll me? Pay me, and I'll say it. Otherwise, fuck off. Gilly's good. I mean, I think Gilly's funny. I don't know if I would say she's one of my favorite comics, because I simply haven't been exposed enough to her comedy. I mean, Tolov's awesome. We're pretty good friends. We used to be closer, but I don't see her as much. But I've had to follow her a few times at the Comedy Store, and it's really fun, because she's up there talking about her pussy, talking about fucking taking loads. And then I go up there and I look like the guys that she's been talking about for the last 15 minutes. So, it's a very fun dynamic. And SC, I actually know the booker of the Netflix is a Joke Festival, but we're very good friends. So I don't, I'm not going to say I don't care about doing the festival, but it's not like it didn't help anyone I knew who did it last year. So I love Miss Pat. She was my castmate on Roast Battles Season 1. She lost to Ralphie May in her only match. So I'm a big Miss Pat fan. Yeah, but it's not, I'd rather really work on my YouTube channel. That's, because, the spots I would be getting on the festival would be shit spots. The industry's long gone by the time I'm going up. So it's really, but, never say never. I'm not saying I would turn it down. I'm just saying, like, I'm just not known enough to get on the better shows and whatnot. So, oh, cool. I'm an AEW guy, but, yeah, I mean, listen, anything's possible. I mean, listen, all you need is one break, between now and the festival. If I got on a hot show or something, cartoon or whatever, that's just the way it works. So, we'll see. I mean, what's your top 3 favorite movies of all time? Probably movies that you've never heard of before, to be honest with you. North Dallas 40 is my favorite sports movie of all time. Great, almost like an expose type film on the world of 70s pro football. Yeah, we can Hornegate. And 52 Pickup, great mid-80s film noir. John Frankenheimer movie based on an Elmore Leonard novel. The great bad guy by the name of John Glover. And Big Wednesday, which was a bomb at the box office, but a great film. So, what up, A Fat Toes? Yeah, I mean, everyone's going to name The Green Mile or Jaws or, Gone with the Wind. I like to do deep dives into favorite. It's like everyone says, who's your favorite hockey fighter? Almost everyone says Bob Probert. I switch it up. I say Joey Kocur. So yeah, AEW is better wrestling. WWE is better storytelling. So I mean, Cobra is probably Cobra and Predator are probably my two favorite action movies, along with a great underrated Schwarzenegger movie called Raw Deal. Yeah, I mean Taidomi's great. I mean, I've never seen that movie. Windy City Heat, great cult classic. I guess that would be a movie that falls under the cult classic label, almost an independent film of sorts. You're hit, man. You're hit, man. You're bleeding. I got no time to bleed. Yeah, I don't follow. I thought you meant the Rain Man, Kazuchika Okada in AEW. I don't follow WWE, so I have zero clue as to what's going on with them. But should be a very good Dynamite tonight. I'm happy for the two guys going up against FTR tonight. I've seen them a lot in GCW. They're like the tag team champs in GCW, and it's good to see, you know, two independent guys who've been at it a long time getting a shot. Now they're probably going to fucking job to FTR, but hey, I'm an Undertaker guy. I'm trying to think of my favorite cult movie. I mean, cult movie to me is a movie that should have been bigger, but I mean, really, probably 52 Pickup is my favorite cult movie because it's essentially the same plot as Fatal Attraction, which came out a year later. Now, Fatal Attraction made $100 million at the box office. I don't know what 52 Pickup made, but it wasn't very much. But yeah, but you're asking me my personal three favorite movies. I'm not a huge Tom Cruise fan. So, but speaking of Tom Cruise, I love his first movie, Losing It. Uh, um, yeah, I mean, I'm not like Rain Man just didn't do it for me. But if that's your favorite movie of all time, who am I to tell you that you're wrong? You know, yeah. So I probably won't get any spots that week unless Rose was like, "Hey, do you want to close out Saturday night?" But I will say this: when I went to Vegas this weekend to headline the punk rock museum, Don't Tell Comedy, um, I won't say who, but the person who got my spot, closing out the main room on Saturday night, I saw him yesterday, and he's like, "Bro, I have new respect for what you do. That's the hardest spot I've ever had in my life." Top Gun, great movie. Um, So, yeah, Goodfellas, great. I'm trying to, yeah, Taps was a great movie, great cast. Um, Timothy Hutton, Sean Penn, um, John P. Navin Jr., who was also in a movie with Tom Cruise called Losing It. Wow, that's a tough one. Goodfellas or Casino. That's tough. I mean, you're talking 1 and 1A, man. I mean, wow. I mean, man, there's no. I guess because I'll go with Casino just because of Don Rickles. Um, yeah, I mean, everyone's taste is different. Um, yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with. There's no right or wrong answer when someone says Goodfellas or Casino. I mean, I mean, I mean, I'm just a huge Don Rickles fan, so I give Casino the edge. But both terrific cast. I mean, Ray Liotta. I mean, they both have De Niro and Pesci. Um, I mean, you can't go wrong. Yeah, Wayne's World is all right. I don't know if I'd say it's one of my. Yeah, I mean, Henry Hill's iconic. I mean, I can't believe he didn't get ever whacked. I mean, some people are bad interviews. I had Bobby Brown on my podcast. I thought, here's a girl who's fucked DiCaprio, Dave Navarro, Tommy Lee. She was iconic in the late 80s music videos. One star search. I thought, man, this is going to be an amazing interview. And I read her book, the week before she came on. I like to, I'm sure you're the same way, Neil. I like to be informed. And first of all, she comes over and brings her boyfriend, which I get. You don't want to go to some dude's house you don't know. And I can't fucking really ask her how big Tommy Lee's dick is when her current boyfriend is on the couch. So, and she didn't want to talk about Star Search or being in the cherry pie video. And it's like, in my head, I'm going, well, it's the only two things you're really known for. Like, I understand you're sick of answering questions about it, but like, why did you come on the podcast then? It's like, every interview I do, I mean, Roast Battle for me is 10 years old. I get asked about it. So I talk about it. Do I like talk? I mean, there's only so many ways to skin that cat for me. But it's one of the things I'm known for. I still get recognized a few times a month. I would say, "Hey, you're the guy from Roast Battle." So, which comic is gifted? And I would say Jim Carrey is the best physical comedian. Which comic is gifted and can make Dave Attell? I mean, Dave Attell can just sit there, not move a fucking inch. He's probably the GOAT. It's all good about the all caps. I would say when he was alive, Norm Macdonald, he wouldn't move much. I don't. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy to me. But I mean, I get it. Like in terms of like Bobby Brown, how many ways can you talk about the cherry pie video? But it was an iconic video. And you won Star Search, like, I think like a couple years in a row. That's pretty fucking cool. But I think she fancied herself as, moving on. I mean, I know she started stand up, that didn't last long. So it's just like, um, you know, what do you do? But on the flip side, a great interview I had from a guy who, technically didn't really do a lot is in terms of films and TV shows, it was Jack O'Halloran, who, if you're a fan of Superman 2, he played the non-speaking tough guy. No, I'm too lazy to do physical comedy. I just try and have good jokes. Um, it's like I don't do impressions. But he was great. Like he talked about, he he told a great story about choosing between playing in Superman 2 or playing Jaws and The Spy Who Loved Me. He also was a very established heavyweight boxer. I believe he fought George Foreman. And he said Muhammad Ali backed out of a fight. I don't know if I would believe that. And then he got into some conspiracy theory stuff. Um, and it was awesome. Like I made him come to my house because he was pretty old. He's still alive, but he's like, "Can we do Skype?" I'm like, "No, I don't do it like that." "Can we do a phone?" I'm like, "No, I don't do it like that." And I'll never forget. I made him drive to my house, and he came here and stayed for almost 3 fucking hours. Yeah, the pizza bit was funny. I mean, I can do physical comedy. I'm just, better off just trying sarcastic jokes. Yeah, I mean, he was a big guy. I mean, I don't want to say he had shrunk, but he was not, I mean, we were probably about the same height. But man, when he shook my hand, his hand swallowed my hand, and he looked like he could still kick ass. Um, yeah, I mean, some of the lesser known, like a Max Payne, or uh, I'm trying to think some of the lesser known. I've had some lesser known musicians on my podcast, like the singer from Wild Side. Um, yeah, I mean, I love looking in someone's eyes when I ask them a question. Just a better interview. Now, with some guys, like when I interviewed my buddy Chris Nyland, the legendary Montreal Canadiens enforcer, Um, he lives in Montreal, so he's probably never going to be in LA. I don't want to say ever, but like he really has no reason to come to LA. So, I Skyped with him, and I'd love to interview him in person. Or Ed Hospodar, who was another one of my favorite hockey players. Sketch comedy. I got kicked out of the Groundlings, which is probably the number one school in Los Angeles for improv. We don't talk about the Vegas travel companion in here again. You guys will never know who they are ever. I just see how. Now, I'm not saying you, but like, I just know how this world works. So, you guys reach out to them. Now, I'm not saying you guys, but the trolls reach out to them and bug them, and it just fuck that. Steph Tolov. I think the last time I saw Steph was maybe a couple weeks ago. I was going on the main stage. Nick Thune was on bringing me up, and she had gone on before Nick Thune. So I would say, favorite In Living Color, absolutely my favorite sketch show. Because I liked how they just didn't give a fuck. There was a black show that made fun of blacks, called out Michael Jackson, yo 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 yo, Cold C in the house. So I'm a big fan of Steph Tolov, her, me, and the great Toronto-based comic Tyler Morrison. If you have a chance, yeah, I mean, In Living Color just. I have my favorite sketch on In Living Color was a recurring sketch, Funky Finger Productions, about the two black filmmakers always trying to bust into Hollywood. And so many great. They did a sketch with Michael Jackson when he's on the black or white video, and he gets arrested at the end of it, and Tommy Davidson just stares into the camera and goes, "I guess I am black." It doesn't probably sound too edgy now, but back in like '91, that was pretty edgy. Yeah, Jamie Foxx, David Allen Greer is the blues singer, Calhoun Tubbs. I mean, the early days of In Living Color were awesome. Um, yeah, exactly, Rudy. Um, just and then once like Jim Carrey left to do movies, and a couple of the main cast members left, and when it started to jump the shark, and this is no uh, offense to these guys because they're really funny comics, but like when Steve Park joined the cast, and was it Reggie McFadden? They still had some funny sketches, but it just I'm always a fan of the original. SNL, you could say the same thing. SNL was always chasing the original cast. Um, Amy Schumer, Company's Nikki Glaser, Steph Tolov. I mean, it's certainly, um, a wide variety of comics you just named. I think it depends on what style of comedy you make. I mean, Steph is definitely the square peg in the round hole out of that group. Whereas Whitney and Nikki are pretty similar, and Amy is, I mean, if you put a gun to my head and said, who would you see? I mean, in order, who would I want to watch? I would say Steph, Nikki, Whitney, and Amy in that order. But you guys, everyone's different. Like I love dirty humor and just kind of off the wall type stuff. And Steph is probably my favorite comic out of that bunch. Um, so um, and Nikki's really funny, but like here's a funny Nikki Glazer story in regards to me, and it really has nothing to do with Nikki, but kind of everything to do with Nikki is, I was, well, she got successful. I mean, when you get that successful, when she was in movies and you're making millions of dollars, you're just going to hire writers to write you a new hour, and it's not going to be the same. So I'm doing my usual closeout spot. at the Comedy Store on a Saturday night. And this is probably 3 months ago, 4 months ago. And there was like an older lady bachelor party almost. I don't know what it was. Just a group of 6 or 7 women in their 60s. And this lady comes up to me and goes, "You were our favorite one. You're great." I'm like, "Oh, thanks a lot." And she's like, "Yeah, my daughter does comedy." I'm like, "Oh, give her my number or give her my Instagram. Maybe I can help her if she has any questions." And she's like, "Well, she could probably help you more." I'm like, "I don't know about that. What's your daughter's name?" And she's like, Nikki Glazer. I'm her mom. I'm like, "Yeah, why don't you give her my number?" Hello. Hello. So Earl is one spot away from superstardom. Well, probably a few spots away from that. But yeah, I mean, but it's like anybody. I mean, look at Eddie Murphy. Like he was a superstar, and as soon as he became a superstar, his comedy probably suffered because he's not going to sit down and fucking grind it out writing jokes, or he's not going to go to open mic, but he's not going to go to the Comedy Store late night to fuck around on stage. You could say the same thing about Chappelle. Really, any comic. Once you make it, I think you lose your desire to improve because you've made it. Well, it depends what your goals are. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. The first guy, we'll do about another 10 minutes, guys. First guy I ever did the road with was this old school headliner named Roger Peltz, who unfortunately is no longer with us. And yeah, 100%, it is like that. That's a great, reference to what we're talking about. And Roger was like one of those like 70s type celebrities where he was on Match Game and $25,000 Pyramid, but you didn't really know who he was. He was kind of like the white Nipsey Russell. You're like, why is this guy on the show? I mean, I guess he's a celebrity. I mean, to this day, I had no idea what Nipsey Russell, what was he an actor? Was he a singer? And Roger Peltz was kind of like that. And this guy killed on the road. Now, I was a horrible comic back then, so anything would have been killing to me. And, I'm like, "Why aren't you in LA auditioning?" And he's like, "Man, I love the road." He was headlining. Now, we did the Winnemucca and Elko run, which is infamous for how bad it is. The first Friday nights in Elko, Nevada, you're playing a Holiday Inn lobby. You're literally in the lobby bar. Stage is in the corner. I think there were maybe 30 people in there tops. Friday night gig, I got paid $100. I'll guess Roger got paid $350. Next night, you go to Winnemucca, Nevada, and play the Winners Casino, which I believe is still there. Now, the stage is at the end of a dance floor. They didn't want to fuck up the dance floor, so the first row is on the other side of the dance floor. So there's probably like, I would say 15 to 20 yards distance between you and the front row. A horrible gig. But Roger was killing. And you could tell he just liked doing the road. He was content, probably making, I would guess, this is being very generous, maybe $1,000 a week doing the road. So he probably made about $4,000 a month. Probably about $50,000 to $60,000 a year. Got pussy. He was just content. So that would be a comic who is just toward the lower rung of the success ladder, but content. So who's the kindest comic? I would say like legitimate kindest comic, Russell Peters, outside of SC's experience. Yeah, I mean, Rogan definitely puts in the work. He doesn't have to he could never do comedy again. I mean, Rogan's one of those guys who's a successful comic and a successful podcaster. So I'm trying to think outside of Russell, who's the nicest. I mean, Steve Simone, great, super, super nice guy. Nick Thune's a great guy. Yeah, TK Carter, great, and seems like old times. Also had a very small scene in the Hollywood Nights. Um, great. Unfortunately for TK Carter, he kind of suffered from the same, I guess you'd say, extent or same problem as the great Franklin Ajaye. As they were great comics in the late '70s, early '80s, but unfortunately at that time there was only room for one great black comic, and that was Richard Pryor, and Red Fox, and then Eddie Murphy came in, and so I think T.K. Carter and Ajaye had missed the window of popping. But which comic is the best man's man? I mean, in terms of being, well, I mean, Rogan. I mean, Rogan's like a seventh degree black belt. So uh, I think if you mean by man's man, that I would say, yeah, Jim Carrey's a very nice guy. I had no interactions with Robin Williams, so I wouldn't. I am familiar with Neil Hamburger. Who's the nicest booker? Well, I know them all, so they're all nice to me because I don't bug them. But nice. I mean, Adam from the Mothership's a great dude. Emily, who was the old booker from the Comedy Store, she's awesome. I mean, Rose is super nice if she knows you, which I've known her for 20 years. Um, Rita at the Improv's very cool. The new booker at the Laugh Factory, I'm very tight with. I mean, and I will say the booker from Don't Tell Comedy, my first experience with him, he was awesome. I mean, did everything he said he would to the letter. Yeah, Ralphie was a great guy. I mean, Adam Sandler, I don't even really consider a comic. He's more of just a cultural icon at this point. But he's incredibly nice. I've had lunch with him where he just was like, I did a short film for his nephew, and he took us all out to pizza. And I had like a Steelers shirt on, so we were talking football, and this is before the longest yard. But I noticed that Sandler was talking a lot to the camera guys, and it's an independent sketch almost, so no one made money on it. But he went out of his way to talk to the grunt people on this shoot, the camera guy, the boom mic guy, and so yeah, Sandler's definitely um, he's pretty awesome. So um, who's the booker for? I don't know. I don't know what the hell that is. I mean, I think Sandler's done a lot of great movies. He's done a lot of movies, and like questionable. But I'll give him this. He's always trying something new. He's just not the same guy in every. You see what Jim Carrey did. Like, I'm going to do a dark comedy with Cable Guy. I'm going to do, an Andy Kaufman type comedy. I'm going to, be silly slapstick type comedy. So yeah, I mean, I do think Sandler movies. In Hollywood, when you get as successful as Sandler is, people are gonna shit on you. I mean, listen, did I like the Longest Yard remake? I mean, if I never saw the first one, I'd say it was a funny movie. But in general, I don't like remakes. So, yo, 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 Big W. Um, yeah, I mean, I listen. My favorite Jim Carrey movie is Cable Guy, but I like dark humor. Like when they're playing basketball and Matthew Broderick says, "You any good?" And he's like, "Feed me under the porch, you'll find out." In like the gayest tone. Um, what actor like Sandler can you see on the streets every day? Well, I'm in LA, so I see famous people every day. Um, no, but I could see your mom in that Waffles. See what I did there, Waffles? I'm too fast. You just hit the like and subscribe button and be cool. Um, so I mean, but cable guys in general probably consider Jim Carrey's biggest bomb. Like some of my favorite Stallone movies are some of his lesser known movies, Nighthawks, Cobra, Over the Top. Most people would pop a boner for Rocky and Rambo and all that stuff. Copland, I like. Would you perform in Greenland if the U.S. takes it over? I don't. I mean, maybe. I mean, I wouldn't ever perform in Saudi Arabia again, or not again, but like ever. Like, I'll leave that to the elite comics who bitch about the world and then, go over there to a country where they hate blacks, women, gays, responsible in some part for 9/11. But yeah, let's go make them laugh. Fuck them. Um, so, George Carlin, one of the greats. I mean, I'll pretty much perform anywhere as long as it's not a country like Saudi Arabia. But most comics would go over there. Most comics would open up for fucking Harvey Weinstein. If he had a hot comedy show, he'd have 100 emails from people I know. Hey, Harvey, man, I never believed those allegations. All right, guys, we'll go 5 more minutes. We'll go to 65 minutes. We'll go to the speed limit. And then because the numbers were so good last night, maybe I'll do another stream. Or maybe I'll never stream again. Yeah, I mean, those comics who went over there should be embarrassed. They're not. Money's money, I suppose. The fact that Burr went over there and has a black wife. How do you think Burr's wife would be treated over there if she was just a black female and not Bill Burr's wife? But a lot of people went over there. Like Pete Davidson's dad died in 9/11. He went over there. Like, that's crazy to me. Jessica Kirson is a lesbian. She went over there. How do you think she'd be treated if she wasn't on the comedy festival? Probably fucking lynched. What up from Ohio? Yeah, I love that scene. And I've been to that medieval times. When he puts the meat on his face, Clarice, hello, Clarice. So, yeah, there is no shame anymore. The money, people ask me all the time since that festival, well, you'd go over there for $10 million. Well, they're not going to offer me $10 million to do 30 minutes. Hello, Clarice. I don't watch Monty Python movies. I can't answer that, Red. It's crazy, right? So, there's no soul in Hollywood. People would work. People open up for Chris D'Elia willingly. I mean, the guy was accused of what he was accused of. They all can't be lying. People would open up for Bill Cosby in 2 fucking seconds. Let me guess, all 85 accusers were lying? Get the fuck out of here. People would do roast battle. Well, I was blind then. Back then, I was blind. So I just love Cable Guy. And then he called in the basketball scene, he called one of the guys Salami. That's a great White Shadow reference. Jim Carrey gets it. He came up to me one night after roast battle because he got it. No one ever got what I was doing when I was just the heckler and before I started battling. He just like, hey, Archie, where's Edith? And he just left. I'm like, this guy gets it. When you're right, you're right. Well, I guess I'm wrong. You had 30 comics go over there strictly for the fucking money. So how long did you have to bend? I've had this, look at this, boink. I've had this visor for 5 years. So I won't stop it with it. What's the double standard? I keep it real. It's absolutely no G visor. That's a fact, Jack. Would you have been in Spaceballs 2? I'd be in Taken in the Ass 7 if I was asked. So, yeah, Jim and Norman, I think with a side of Adam Egget. The Stadler and Waldorf. So, all right, guys, 1 more minute. You've got 1 more minute to get your trolls in, to get your questions in. I hit the goal of doing a 65-minute stream for $1.64, so I appreciate that. Thank you, Fornicate, for that. And please hit the like and subscribe button. That's free. Hey, let's get to 50 likes in the next 30 seconds. Come on. I'll do another 5 hours if we can get to 50 likes in the next 26 seconds. Yeah, I mean, there's several ways of bending your brim like this, but this is a natural brim. Who are you? Good question, Insane Liquid. I have no idea. You're killing me, Larry. All right, well, we didn't get to 50 likes. You guys had, oh, no, we didn't get to it. I was going to do another 5 hours if we got to 50 likes by the 65-minute mark, but we did not. So, well, we did get to 50 likes now, but unfortunately, we're 16 seconds late. But I do appreciate you guys. Oh, shit. Permaseal finishing. I haven't seen Permaseal doesn't come in my stream much, but when he does, he makes an impact. Zumok hurt my feelings. Will you hit him back for me? Thank you, Permaseal. Permaseal, before I go, you talk about a buzzer beater. Oh shit, we're getting super chats all around the house now. Big W 499. You're the man, Earl. Have a good one. Thank you, Big W. Who's on my t-shirt? This is the Rated R Superstar. Edge. No moves here. Well, Permaseal, before we end the stream, what did Chad do to you? Usually, I don't talk about the Z-Man in here, but what did Permaseal? If you're still here, what did Chad do to you? I'm really trying to stay away from Dabbleverse talk. This is why I don't look 105 years old. I moisturize. And I have most of my hair still. Thank you very much. I had like 3 people come up to me in Vegas, ask me if this visor was one of those visors with the fake hair on it. So here we go. Who made a bigger impact in comedy, Mel Brooks or Johnny? Oh shit, Permaseal. $9.99. Typing fast. Get him back for me. He's a prick. Chad just winning people over. Well, I don't. I'm sorry something went down between you. Oh, is Ken Mosca in the house? Did I miss Ken Mosca? Ken Mosca in the house. Chad is not making friends with Permaseal finishing. What up, TB in the house? We'll go a few more minutes, not to get more money from you guys, but yeah, 100. I do have a big head. Listen, there's no doubt about that. What's up, Ken Doll? Ken Mosca, Permaseal finishing has paid me in the last 3 minutes, $30 to hit Chad Zummock. Chad blocked me too, and I barely ever interacted with him. I haven't talked to Chad in a while. I'm not really in the MLC orbit anymore. I certainly don't go on other people's streams to make money, but I've done probably MLC 30 times, something along those lines, and literally Permaseal finishing in the last 3 minutes has paid me more than all my MLC appearances combined. I've never been paid $1. So It's just like when I see Ray DeVito getting paid, Kiki getting paid, Clearwater Chad getting paid to stare into the fucking camera like Cindy Brady. Just pay those guys. I mean, and Kevin, I think, has told people, well, Earl doesn't need the money. It doesn't matter if I need it or not. It's still a respect thing. You can't tell me that Clearwater Chad is more valuable to the stream than me. How many MLCs have I fucking saved on my own? Come on. So that's why, oh, Jesus Christ. You need a richer audience. Come over to the dark side. Permaseal finishing is out of control right now. You take the midnight subway train. You're calling all the shots. You're stripping lightning. You're in. I don't think KB is jealous of me having 36 people in my stream. Permaseal, thank you very much. I don't want to say it's unnecessary. I almost always apologize to people when they super chat me because I'm not used to it. But thank you very much. Well, yeah, it's 100% respect. Do you think I need the $100 Kevin would pay me? Fuck no. But when you just hear Kevin paying Ray DeVito $12,000 last year, and I didn't get paid a nickel, it's just like I look like a total schlub. And I love Kevin. Jesus, Permaseal. Permaseal, you get this. Hold on. Someone's going to have a heart attack with Kevin paying me, or with Permaseal paying me. You're cheap. You take the midnight subway train. You're calling all the shots. Permaseal, thank you very much. I'm making a mess here. I'm not used to. I have to doggy proof the wires down there. Yeah, it's just a respect thing. I think that Kevin's the funniest of us all, but still, it'd be nice to be like, hey, Earl, here's whatever. You and Florentine helped save the show today. Here's $100 or whatever. I mean, to do 30 to 40 MLCs and not make literally Permaseal has paid me more in the last 5 minutes than Kevin has ever had. And when I see people like Scarlett getting paid, I just, that's when I check out. I think KB is like, when you think about, he did prime David Letterman. Like it stops and ends there for me, like in terms of my respect for him as a comic. And he frankly has broken the mold, or whatever you want to call it, of how to make money on YouTube for an older comic. So for someone like me, it's like, oh shit. Now I don't do it like he does it. He trolls the trolls. So I don't like dealing with that negative shit. So that's why, in general, I have 20 people in my stream. But I do see an uptick in numbers for me, from 20 to 36. Last night I had 100 people in the stream, and that's with no yonder wizard bump. Scar is funny. I like her as a friend. I just think it's sad. I mean, she's being manipulated and made fun of, but she's not smart enough to realize it. And when her 15 minutes of fame are over, it's going to get nasty because she's going to put it together probably too late. And, that Earlverse world, they turn on a dime, to be honest with you. So if you look at Scar, and I don't know her, so I got no beef at all with her. But, it's like the Gilly effect. Look at Gilly. She's not on all these streams anymore because Scarlett's the new Gilly, for lack of a better word. And then there'll be a new Scarlett. And then Scarlett's going to be left with nothing but, whatever Kevin Brennan's paid her. So I don't think he's trolling me. I just think he thinks I don't care about the money, which I don't necessarily care about. $100 to me is not going to make or break me, but it'd be a show of respect. Hey, I gave Ray DeVito 12 grand. Earl, here's $100. So, um, well, she's rich now because she's in demand. But I just, I know that world. Unfortunately, she's not rich. Let's say that. She makes a living. But you and I might have different versions of what rich is. Um, you know, OnlyFans and porn, it's, actresses are bottles of milk and there's an expiration date. And when that expiration date hits, it's over. Because no one really makes a lot of money in porn anymore because there's so much free. You could go on YouPorn right now or RedTube or whatever it's called. And there's thousands of free videos. So porn actresses don't really make money anymore unless you do like the really weird aggressive kink stuff. And Scarlett kind of fits into that because she's really young looking. But the second she ages out, it's over. um so you know Oh, I don't. Kevin does not feel inferior to me, and I feel inferior to him because when I go on MLC and I make him laugh, I know it's funny. Um, how many shows a week do I do? It's different every week. This week, I have the possibility tomorrow and Friday of doing shows in Santa Barbara and Bakersfield with Rob Schneider. I have a show at the Comedy Store Saturday night. I do anywhere from 2 to 5 a week. I don't really tour because I don't have to tour. You know, I do a lot of voiceover work that makes me money where I never have to leave my home. This is my office in the voiceover land right here. Here is a Neumann T103 mic that's under there. 2 pop filters. There's my soundboard. There's my lovely dog Lois right there. She be chilling right now. She's chilling right now. She's the best fucking dog ever. And Hulk Hogan's tights, you may not come over and wrestle because I will have my dog Lois attack you. I don't tour because I make money off this thing. But I will do select road gigs like the Don't Tell show I did in Vegas Saturday. It was awesome. Got paid a nice amount of money. And I won't say I was put up in a first-class hotel, but that's because there are no first-class hotels off of Fremont Street. Trust me on that one. I will do road gigs if they are financially beneficial to me. To answer your question, how many shows I do a week, it's literally different every week. And, like if I got on Gutfeld, just to show you what happens when you do good gigs. Like I was offered 3 gigs, one a theater gig by Monday, just because I headlined a Don't Tell show in Vegas. So, you can imagine what kind of offers you would get if I got on, say, like Gutfeld. That's why I'm trying so hard to get on a show like that. No, I don't think I'll be going duck hunting anytime soon. Let's see if I missed any good super streams. I think is Kevin a stud? I don't know what that means. Well, I think Scarlett's chill and doesn't care. Gilly's completely the opposite. I don't know. I mean, I think with Scarlett. I got sad when I saw that clip of her and my friend Lila Hart just rolling around a dirty carpet at Content House. Yeah, please, please, plug away, Nasty Neil. But see, that's how I want this stream to be. Everyone support each other, plug each other's gigs, plug your channels. I mean, and when I say follow Nasty Neil, he's a good person. I'm not going to say follow someone I don't like. Yeah, I would never use a chat GP joke. Well, that was said. Well, here, because I've seen that movie before, Jenna. And when Scarlett starts aging a little bit, and she doesn't fit that genre of teeny bopper looking, it's where the rubber's going to meet the road. Trust me. I'm not wishing her bad. I don't know her. So that's interesting, Keith. I'm sorry about that, Keith. I've seen that movie before. I have a lot of friends of mine who were in porn who were in the same category. They looked real. I mean, I had a friend of mine, she was 30, she looked 15, just naturally young looking. And, it's the second she put on weight, the second her face got a little puffier, it was over. Like her career, because like I said, there's no money in porn anymore because there's so much free access to it. No one gets paid. I mean, amateur porn is ruining the porn business in terms of, getting paid for it. And OnlyFans is an option, but it's the same thing there. Like, okay, and especially if you drink or party hard, you age even faster. But I hope that she finds her way. I don't think the Dabbleverse is a great place to find your way in, because the only reason people are interviewing you is because they want to make fun of you. And most aren't quick enough to see that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's a nice person and has interests like movies and sports and whatnot, but, the majority of the podcasts who have her on want to make fun of her. They want to make fun of her for her and Mead's relation, which is toxic at best. They want to try and set her up with Karmic just because they want to see that train wreck. That's really turned me off on the Dabbleverse. It's total exploitation. And I don't feel like talking about it anymore. But listen, it's like when I tried to help Karmic out and he did completely the opposite of what I would have done. I'm done. Well, I'm so passionate about what I think is going to happen eventually to her because I've just seen it before. I've seen it with comics. When I've done comedy for 25 years, so I've started with a lot of people, and I've seen a lot of comics start, and especially with with younger male comics too. They get their start because they're so young looking that they can play a great naive person on a sitcom but the second they put on weight or age out, their careers are over because their whole career was based on their looks. But no, Big Black is a great guy. I vouch for Big Black Newport, I think is his name on YouTube. So check him out. We'll go to 90 minutes, and that is because Doug Stanhope still kills. I mean, I'm not a huge Stanhope fan, but he is a legend. There's no doubt about it. you know, I mean, Stanhope has bucked the system of playing comedy clubs, and he'll do a bar show where he keeps the door, and the bar gets the bar, but he knows the door is going to sell out. So Stanhope is almost like Kevin Brennan like he has bucked the system. And usually if you're an older comic, your career's over because no one wants to look at a 50 or 60-year-old guy on stage for the most part. But hopefully me and Kevin have bucked that system. Oh yeah, I mean, well, Nasty Neil, because you seem like you have a bit of a heart, and you're not completely exploitive of your guests. Um, I can't watch anything with Tommy Jordan on. He just interrupts too much. But like he's the newest 15 minutes of fame person in the Dabbleverse. So like, if you like Tommy Jordan, listen to his show. Well, because when you're older comics like KB and Stanhope, you're probably set in your ways, and you're probably pretty bullheaded. So I could see, and Kevin rubs people the wrong way. That might be a breaking news story for you, but yeah, Bob Hope was eternal, to be honest with you. So 5 more minutes, guys, and mostly thank Permaseal Finishing for giving me some adrenaline with the money, honey. Yeah, I mean, I just have no interest in the Dabbleverse in terms of participating in it. And believe me, don't think I didn't think about it. With my roasting skills, I'd be the meanest fucking guy in the Dabbleverse by far. I'd make Kevin look like, Butch Patrick. But I talk shit in person, which is what I loved about Roast Battle. Because Roast Battle was like, okay, Earl, you want to call me fat? You can call me fat, but I'm going to call you old, and we're going to be in the same room. And there's going to be 200 people cheering for who's funnier. I like that instant, like, so I don't do the online stuff. I don't do, Zoom roast battles. You want to talk shit to me? Say it to my face. Oh, shit. I mean, this is iconic, legendary. Peter Chicken Man Brennan, $2. Beta February, Big Black or Norman Lewis, best tipper. I'm gonna only Chicken Man can make me laugh like that. I'm gonna go with I don't know who Norman Lewis is, so I'll go with a Big Black. Hey, we got 2 minutes. Let's get to 80 likes in 2 minutes. If we get to 80 likes, I will do a 2-hour stream. So if we get to 80 likes in 2 minutes, which is a very unreasonable goal, I will do a 2-hour stream. I will miss my yoga class to do a 2-hour stream. Number one in our hearts, Nasty Neil. I mean, we've got some MLC legends in the stream. Kevin might have me taken out. We've got the Chicken Man. We've got Permaseal Finishing, who's turning into my Borgo, I guess. And Fornicate. I appreciate the love and support. Articulate John. I mean, Nasty Neil, of course, the Nasty Man. Rudy Baga. We've got a 1 minute and 40 seconds to get to 80 likes. I feel like Steel Toe. I'm grifting for. See, I don't grift for money. I grift for likes, baby doll. Hit the like and subscribe button, please. I would appreciate it. And, we're just all soldiers in the Earl Army. Jenna, obviously, in the house. I'm probably the only person who has 12 moderators for 20 people in my stream. But we've got some momentum in the stream, and I appreciate it. Looks like we're not going to get to 80 likes, so we'll just do 1 more minute, do a nice hour and a half stream, and then who knows, I might stream tonight's I like the Brennans. I like Kevin Brennan, to be honest with you. So, yeah, let's get rid of Soldier Boy. I don't understand. Oh, Jesus. Permaseal finishing coming in strong, baby doll. 999. Chad speaks for a living. His 500-foot apartment, last minute gigs. One friend, an empty wallet tells you how he speaks. Let's roast. I mean, Permaseal, you don't have to super chat me the answer. You've been more than generous enough. Um, what did Chad do to you, if I may ask? He just overall not be nice to you. Once again, you don't have to super chat me the answer. Did he say something you didn't like? I mean, Chad is a bit of a provocateur. That's a fact, Jack. Yeah, Permaseal is he might be replacing Pert Burkins as um, yeah, I don't pay attention to um, trolls like Soldier Boy. I just don't. So, the trolls, I'm in too good of a mood. I've had a very good 2 back-to-back streams, not even necessarily making money, but just like a good stream last night with the lowest dog walk. And I don't, I'm in too good of a mood to deal with someone like Soldier Boy. I mean, be fucking funny and I might play with you a little bit. But I mean, I forget who it was, but someone got me with a really good troll the other day. I gave them love. Chad's a wild card. Well, I think Chad's brand is, being the wrestling bad guy. It's not something I could do, because I think, you got to constantly invent drama. I love not having drama in my life. I got enough drama with girls in my life. So I don't. I'm not going to create online feuds with people. It's just not my thing. But, it's profitable. Like, look at Kevin. I mean, that whole stream is negativity and drama. Um, look at Chad's stream, negativity and drama. Look at Carl's stream. It's not necessarily negativity, but it's certainly drama. I mean, I saw Carl's stream the other day. He had like 2,200 people in there. So that is... Um, it, Permacy, I said you didn't have to super chat me. I assumed he was like me, easygoing, nice, honest, love women, have respected. That makes 100. Thank KB. Thank you, KB. Well, I'm sorry, Permaseal. Unlike most people in the Dabbleverse, I want everyone to get along, but I think KB told me, Earl, there's no money in people getting along. Hopefully this stream is showing people that is not true. Oh no, I'm not. I wasn't having trouble with the person I'm dating now. I just meant, I got enough drama in LA comedy and women that I'm not going to create feuds with Kevin. You don't think it would be funny if me and Kevin started ripping into each other? I know I'd make a ton of money shit talking him right now. Or me and Chad started ripping into each other. I'd rather be known as a comic. And yeah, I know I'm older and all that shit. Yeah, I've known her briefly, a couple months. And that's all I'll say. I'm not dragging anyone from my personal life into this world. Not in my stream, but I know how everyone clips people, and I'm sure people will clip this stream. Hey, Skakel Permaseal's giving Earl money now, and then so people start, focusing in on that. And thank you. I love my night walks too. I try and kill two birds with one stone. So I have to walk Lois regardless. And Permaseal is a legend. I would say the top super tippers, whatever you want to call them, tippers, I guess. And my stream of all time have definitely been Permaseal and Pert Birkins. But I think Birkin's wife put the screws on him donating hundreds of dollars a stream. So, no, see, I didn't. He's a Earlverse legend. What's up, Roy Cohn? What's up? I see. I don't get the John Cena thing. I don't think I look like John Cena. I certainly did from the neck down, but I definitely don't look like John Cena, unfortunately. MJF is back. Tonight's going to be a great Dynamite. Trust me on that one. So we'll go to 100 minutes. I want to give you guys, Permaseal Finishing has been very gracious to me. Fornicate has been gracious to me, a few others. So I do appreciate the love and support of you guys. I don't do this for money. If I did streaming for money, I would have quit about a month in. But, like I was talking about going on MLC and not getting money, it's a respect thing. You guys have been good to my time. Well, no, I said I get told I look like John Cena a lot. So yeah, I don't know who advised MJF on his that hair, but it looks a wonk. It's all good, Shane Alexander. I'm not ripping you or whatever. I don't think I look. I get a lot of Philip Seymour Hoffman comparisons. I don't see that at all. I'm old enough to have been in the 2001 Royal Rumble, so yeah. But everyone's. I when I had long hair down to my ass, I was told I looked like Kenny G and Michael Bolton. So I don't see either of those. Although I did have that Jerry curl. I have luscious long curls. See, I don't see the Philip Seymour Hoffman thing at all. I get, obviously Elvis Costello and Buddy Holly because of the glasses. I guess I could kind of see that. But, everyone's different. I get told I look like Ben Affleck a lot. If, my hair was a little shorter, I could see the Ben Affleck thing and maybe Boiler Room, if you remember that movie. Trying to think, Barry Beck, the hockey player, when he had real short hair. My head's so big, my hat's falling apart. But I still love this fucking visor. So, yeah, I get the Drew Carey thing. I've gotten Seth Rogen, for sure. So, 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes. I've never been able to say this before, but no buzzer beaters. An iconic stream. Well, if you look up Ben Affleck in the movie Boiler Room, I absolutely look like him because his hair was like real short. I wouldn't say I look like Ben Affleck and say Dazed and Confused, but I don't know about that. Why don't you say I look like Mr. Spock? But if you look up the hockey player Barry Beck, let me pull up a picture of Barry Beck. See, I don't have a producer here, so I have to do my own shit. Let's see, Barry Beck, Rangers. Let me find a picture of Barry Beck. I'm not. A little bit. I'm just saying a little bit. Here. Or let me get a better picture. like a little bit, like if you squint your eyes a little bit. That's not a great high def picture though. Um, I mean, that's a little bit better of a picture. Like, just like, from a long, yeah, that's a little bit better of a picture. Permaseal finishing. That, I said, no buzzer beaters. Enjoy the enthusiasm you had with that hockey guy. Not a hockey fan, but was good. Are you talking about this hockey guy? No, you don't need to super chat me the answer. Chris Nyland, um, 4.99. Thank you very much. Of course, you get the green ray gun for that. Like this kind of, it's not a great picture, but if you like squint your eyes, and once again, it's not a great picture, but I could look like this a little bit. Kind of got the same nose, and that's kind of how my hair looks when it's that length. Got the stubble. I don't know who Grant Fuhrer. I don't look like Grant Fuhrer. Come on now, get out of town. So that would be. Let me look up Ben Affleck Boiler Room. Oh wait, Jesus. Wait, did you just hold on? I'm having trouble. Permaseal finishing, $4.99. Big W's a good go in his pod of you can. I think you're in the car typing. I want to comment to that. Don't super chat me again. I don't understand what that means. Big W. I don't. A Big W is a good guy. Big W. Can someone answer for Permaseal just so he doesn't think I'm grifting him? Wait, hold on. Let me turn this around. If you have Nasty Neil, are you saying I look like Matt Mead? I don't know about that. I always thought you looked like Guy Lapointe of the Canadians. Get the fuck out of here. Thank you, Permaseal, very much for everything. I get Leo DiCaprio a lot. And I guess that I'm blessed, but with one battle. Yes, I will do Clown Town Saturday, Big W for sure. $4.99 in the house. Because I don't have, I've got my Comedy Store gig, but that's at 12:15 in the main room. I will be at the Comedy Store at 12:15 in the main room. Also on Instagram, if you want to follow me there. Really follow me everywhere. Let me go on my own stream here and write down. See, I don't have a producer. Yes, I might have to get a new ray gun. I might. I might burn this one out, to be honest with you. So, have you done Kill Tony? I have. I've done Kill Tony 6 times, twice as the Iron Patriot, and 4 times as a panelist. Let's see. So, let me do my plugs here. Follow me on all social media at Earl Skakel. And follow and tell them Earl sent you. I can't type without talking. And please, no one. Someone tweeted at Joe Rogan the other day. Please have the greatest comic of all time, Earl Skakel, on. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but that's going to hurt more than it helps. Because I am not. Thank you very much, Jenna, for that. I'm not a permaseal. $4.99. Clowntown, Big W. Yes, my yellow lab Logan jumped me. Listen, all I need is about 20 more permaseals, and I'm making the money, honey, for once. So maybe an all-time. Well, it's not an all-time record-breaking financial stream, but it's definitely a top 5 stream. Thank you in part, a big part, to Permaseal Finishing. Hi-Fi Protege in the house, the man who makes all my clips. I'm not sure who Kitty is. Lois is back. I don't have a Kitty. So, where's KB? I will troll him. I'm assuming he's doing MLC right now. Hi-Fi Protege is the clip guy. If you need a clip person, you see how good my clips look. We've got Husey Entertainment is on right now. He's got Keanu, Ava, Kaylee, Mommy, and Guest. Yeah, I'm good on that. But you know what? If that floats your boat, watch out. We've got, who are these podcasts with? This is exactly what I'm talking about. Who are these podcasts are on right now with 1,300 people watching. So they are doing it, as Chad would say. And because Chad was mean to Permaseal Finishing, that makes me sad. But financially, it's benefited me. So I am sorry about that, Permaseal. I wish everyone would get along, but, I will agree with Kevin for the most part that there is no money in people being nice to each other. But I will try and get that. I'll try and get Chad on Saturday with Earl. Yeah, I mean, Keith Guth, $4.99. We love Lois. Well, just because you said that. We will go to the Lois cam. Of course, she is sleeping, but she knows we are talking about her. Look at that face. Look at that little floppy ear she got. She got her little sweater on. Uh-oh. She got a stretch. And then she'll go back to bed. Yes, she isn't coughing right now. She is just chilling right now, to be honest with you. So, the love of my life. Oh, no, Permaseal, you don't have to do that. I'm not even going to tell you. You've done enough today. See, if I was grifting, I would tell you. Yeah, I don't do this stream for money. How much to make it all-time money? Don't worry about it. I appreciate that very much, Permaseal, but see, I don't grift people. Because I know right now I could tell Permaseal how much the all-time money in my stream was. And he'd probably give it to me right now. But you know what? I don't do that to my fans. I don't even know if Permaseal's a fan of mine, to be honest with you. Oh, Jesus. Now we got the MLC regulars coming in. Jason Bentley is $9.99. Just found your appearance on Jesse Lee Peterson's show last year. That was good stuff. Enjoyed all the Kamala talk. Thank you very much, Bentley, in the house. Permaseal finishing, $1.99. Much hate for Chad, I'm feeling. Yes, the Ugandan giant, who also eerily has the exact same name as the former vice president. Fuck yeah. Kamala. I also have a Kamala doll behind this painting, but it's too hard to pull out, if you know what I'm saying. Ooh. Honest question, this is the most action you've seen, right? In terms of money, it's not, but it's up there. One night, not Permaseal, Pert Perkins, I think might have been drinking, and he was a little over generous with the donations. I'll just say that. Keith, damn, this is crazy talk. Keith Guth, $4.99. Earl Army is out. We've got some new members of the Earl Army. You take the midnight subway train. Yeah, donos are popping off today. It's certainly not why I do the stream, but if I start making Andrew Jacobs $1.99, yo, listen, it all counts. Show me the money, honey. It doesn't make me feel less safe. It makes me feel more respected. Now, I certainly don't expect every stream to be like this, you know. But, you know, makes me, how would I say it? I mean, it's nice to be paid for your time or whatever. I mean, Tim Dillon once told me, Earl, all you need is 2,000 fans. And, you know, you can make it in this business. Now, I don't know what making it is in this business means, you know, in terms of, you know, we all have our different version of making it. Well, you can ask your mom, Michael. She didn't seem to think I was gay last night. See, Michael, even when I'm making money, I'm still too fast. You know, most people, when they make money, they're lazy. Not me. I'm just too fast. So just shut up and like the stream, and hit the like and subscribe button. I'm in too good of a mood for your shenanigans. So, Earl Skakel in the house. Happy hump day to everyone. We are live and in charge. I'm trying to see what time my class starts today. I might skip yoga today, but I might not. You know, I'm a soldier of the Earl Army. So, class schedule, yes, that would be what I'm looking for. All right, we get that. 33 watching. Who died? Hey, well, that's not very nice to say. But my 4:30 Nate, all I'm giving you a little interest I've earned. Permaseal $4.99. I am down the middle in terms of my politics, but you know, I don't push my politics on anyone. You know, it's a very divisive country we have, and you know, the world. I think both sides are full of shit, to be honest with you. Yet the ray gun is burning out. I might have to go to my backup ray gun if this keeps up. But I don't think it is. But I will give the ray gun a rest. Maybe I won't stream tonight, or maybe I will. Who knows? Um, so we'll go 6 more minutes. That's a 2-hour stream, and I appreciate everyone in the chat. I appreciate the free questions. I appreciate the super chats. We are all soldiers in the Earl Army. Well, I mean, I think that, you just, politics is, I don't like talking about it in my act because you're going to piss off half the crowd. And, when I'm going on, especially at the Comedy Store, I don't like talking about politics because when I go on stage, the crowd's tired, they're drunk, they're not in the mood for my hot political takes. So, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, hit the like and subscribe button. A lot of people ask me, since this has been a very financially rewarding stream, mainly to the legend of permaseal finishing, the Earlverse legend of permaseal finishing. Earl, how can we help you? If we can't financially be as generous as some are on here, there's simple ways that are free, to be honest with you. There's hitting the like button, hitting the subscribe button, commenting on the videos, sharing them, retweeting them, or whatever. I mean, there's many, many ways that you can help a streamer. Well, I mean, I don't like to, usually most people, I mean, I can talk politics all day. Permaseal finishing, fuck the like button, $4.99. I'll agree with that. So, I can't risk pissing off half of a tired crowd. Hold on, I'm just answering an email here. Yeah, fuck the like button. Hit it hard. And we'll go another 3 more minutes. And then, I realized I could probably stay on another hour and people just give me money. Everyone's feeling it today. But I don't grift my fans. Permaseal finishing. Permaseal's fired up. I guess I should say thank you to Chad Zumach for pissing off Permaseal. Does the like button pay your bills? Credit, KB? I will see Rob Schneider tomorrow night in Santa Barbara. I've never been pulled off stage before. I don't. I like pickles on like a burger, but I don't like pickles individually, I guess. So. Let me see what Lois is doing. Lois is passed out right now. Jason Bentley, $5. Chad who? Oh, wow. I mean, Chad must have really done a number today. So thank you, Chad. I'm not anti-pickles. I like them more on a like a burger. I don't think I would just buy a jar of pickles and eat them, to be honest with you. So 1.5 more minutes, guys. And then, like I said, I don't grift my fans, even when they're feeling super generous. I realized I could probably stay on another hour, and you guys would be very rewarding to me, if you will. But I want you to come back. I want Permaseal the next time you're in my stream. I don't want you to donate $1. I want you to enjoy the stream and not feel like, so many elite super chatters, super tippers, whatever you want to call them, they probably feel used at the end of the day. Like, oh, this person only talks to me because I give them money. Well, I talk to pretty much everybody, which is probably why nobody gives me money. But I do appreciate you guys. And like I said, if you can't tip me or whatever you want to call it, just hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll be a happy man. So we got 30 seconds left. All the guy can add is his money, Earl. No, not at all. Not at all. Yeah, we're no drama in here. Virtually no drama. So, well, I try and interact. I mean, Nasty Neil, as you know, it's a balance of permaseal finish, the ultimate buzzer beater. How much for you to not be Chad's friend? How much to ghost him for 8 months? I know if I said an amount, you would do it. But I don't take advantage of your anger towards Chad from the standpoint of that. I mean, I'd have to be on super tips for that amount. Because YouTube takes 30%, those greedy fucks. So that's it, guys. I'm probably the only person in the internet whose streaming is going to stop when they're getting money still. But I want you guys to know I'm not a fucking grifter. And although I say I don't need money, hey, listen, I'm Jewish. I love money, honey. So no buzzer beaters. I'm hitting the end button. I appreciate you all. Permaseal finishing. You outdid yourself today. Thank you, Bentley. Well, Chad can't really do anything to me, to be honest with you. Like I'm an LA comic. He's a road guy. So I don't do the road much. So there's really nothing he can do to me. I don't want to say I'm iconic, but in the LA comedy world, I'm pretty untouchable. So how much Prozac? I was on Prozac for a long time, but I could not achieve a boner, so I got off. I was more depressed not getting a boner than I was going through what I was going through. So I love you all. Subscribe, hit that fucking button. Earl Skakel over now. Thank you, Permaseal. Thank you, Bentley. Thank you, Andrew Jacobs. Thank you, Foreign Kate, for all the super chats. Welcomed, but unnecessary.